The head of public service, Felix Kosgei, has assured Kenyans that the country is heading in the right direction and no one should tell them otherwise. Addressing mourners at the funerals, Gladys Wanjiku Muriuki at Ngiriambu ACK Church in Gichugu, Kirinyaga County, he noted the government has programs, strategies, and policies for betterment of the economy and all people. The late Gladys was sister to Principal Secretary Mary Mudhoni Muriuki, Health and Professional Standards, who succumbed to cancer. Kosgei used the platform to affirm the commitment of the president on turning around the economy of the nation.
I want also to urge all of us, as I finish, na tuhakikisha watoto wetu wameenda shule, wamesoma, ili hapo mbele wakimaliza either apate kazi au yeye afungue biashara ili aendeleze maisha yake vizuri, ainue uchumi yake mwenyewe na ya nchi. We cannot move anywhere if we don't insist and push our young ones to school. Many can say how we have so many who are jobless. The economy is turning. It is gaining momentum. It is taking the right trajectory. There will be jobs, and not only jobs in Kenya. We have jobs all over the world. Nowadays, we have what we call labor migration. Labor is exported. Soko ya makazi inatafutwa nje ya Kenya. Wale wanataka enda Arabia, wanataka enda Middle East, wanataka enda Australia, Canada na mahali popote wako tayari kwenda. Lakini sio hiyo peke yake. Hata ukiwa hapa Gichugu unaweza fanya kazi, ufanyie kampuni ile iko Amerika, ile iko Sweden, na uko hapa tu. Bora tu uko na smartphone au ka kompyuta yako kidogo, unaajiriwa na kampuni kubwa General Motors uko ng'ambo.
Unajua rais aliahidi ya kwamba anataka kuhakikisha ya kwamba afya kila mtu anaweza kuipata, na akanipa directive kupunguza NHIF kutoka shilingi 500 hadi shilingi 300. Na hiyo kazi mimi nimefanya, nimeleta sheria ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba tunapunguza hiyo NHIF. Lakini vile mmoja alisema watu wa Kirugwe, kupunguza NHIF kutoka 500 hadi 300 ni kitu mzuri ama ni kitu mbaya?
Raila Odinga has criticized the perceived silence of the church amidst various challenges facing the country. Speaking at the Kisumu Anglican Church of Kenya during a prayer service, Raila Odinga questioned why churches have remained unbothered by the high cost of living, the unbearable taxes imposed by the Kenya Kwanza government, and the war against the judiciary. President Ruto has been leading an onslaught against the Martha Koome-led judiciary, accusing it of subordination On to the next news item. A businessman in the Nyali Paleto brothels. The illegal money minting business was unearthed by a multi-agency team and NACADA officials, drugs and substance abuse, to ensure the vice must come to an end.
Joint here that was selling shisha. As you know very well, shisha has been banned since 2017, and upon accessing the premise, we were able to apprehend 38 suspects, including the proprietor and the manager. In addition to that, we were able to collect over 47 shisha gongs. We were able to get over 700 shisha ingredients, which we will subject to an assessment at the government chemist to verify the actual contents of that shisha ingredients. I'd like to urge proprietors that the law is very clear. If you have an establishment, you need to operate your enterprise within the law. Shisha is banned. And as a multi-agency led by NACADA, we will not relent in up our efforts to ensure that alcohol and drug abuse is diminished to the extent that it's no longer a threat to our society. Some of these dens and people get inducted into alcohol and drug abuse, and it has to be stopped. This is just a beginning of a very long journey. We are undertaking this in Mombasa.
To another news item. The port of Mombasa on Sunday welcomed its first cruise ship this year, which arrived from Seychelles.
Maiden call this year, and this is one of the biggest vessels that we have ever handled in the port of Mombasa. It is as very important for you to know. It has also 1,013 crew from 51 nationalities.
On to the second last news item. The Kenya Meteorological Department, that is KMD, has warned of continued heavy rainfall across a significant portion of the country until the directly moisture laden winds towards Kenya. The rain will be most concentrated in the southern half of the country, including the highland east and the west of Rift Valley, the Lake Victoria Basin, the southeastern lowlands, and the coastal region.
Yes, the season for the year 2023 for the short rains is influenced by the El Nino phenomenon, and the strength of the El Nino phenomenon this time is such that it is strong enough to keep the season up to end of January. On Friday, we had this cyclone that we've been observing over the Indian Ocean, and it kind of made a sudden move and caused the kind of rainfall that we have received all over the country. It's been named Belal, Cyclone Belal. So that happening when the season is already ongoing is likely to cause what we have already experienced. And it's unfortunate that we have reports of lives that have been lost through this. Those who cared to sow something like maize, and not just people, even for livestock.
On to our final news item. The Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, on Sunday reduced the price of super petrol and diesel by 5 shillings. EPRA said in a statement that over the next month, beginning January 15th, kerosene will retail at 4.82 Kenya shillings less. As a result, super petrol in Nairobi will retail at 207.36 Kenya shillings per litre, while diesel will go for 196.47 Kenya shillings. Kerosene will meanwhile cost 194.23 per litre. EPRA attributed the drop in prices to the average landed cost of imported super petrol decreasing by 2.40%